I took 3 times the recommended creatine dose. Here's what happened by Charlie Caruso.
This is creatine, one of the most researched supplements in the entire world, and the recommended dose is 5 grams a day. Before the last 7 days, I took 30 grams of creatine to see what would happen, and this was a pretty interesting experiment. Now, I haven't been taking creatine for the last 3 months, and I've been taking it consistently since I was 15 years old, and now I'm 25 years old, so this is the longest stint that I haven't taken creatine for the last 10 years of taking creatine. For these next 7 days, I really wanted to see if I was able to feel a difference. And people to this day still make creatine literally sound like a superhero supplement. I mean, it's almost as comparable as how Greg Doucette looks at testosterone. Now, creatine can put 2 to 3 pounds of added lean muscle on your frame if you take it for a whole year, and as a natural lifter of 10 years, I will take all the added benefits I can get, and throughout this experiment, I kept a very...
So the reason I'm watching this video is because I made a post on TikTok talking about how I increased my creatine intake from 5 grams to 10 grams for the past 60 days. And I saw many differences, including even cognitive wise, as far as sharpness and things in that category. So I'm curious to see what will happen if you consume 20 to 30 grams of creatine. I was looking into Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and I saw a lot of things she mentioned about how taking creatine above 15 grams can benefit your brain in so many ways. So that gave me curiosity. He did the experiment already for me, so I want to see his results, and then based on that, make my own decisions from there. I haven't done it yet myself, but I'm contemplating doing it.
Variables all the same, from walking 10,000 steps a day and eating the same amount of calories and foods every single day and ending with 3,000 calories each day. My starting weight was 215.2 pounds for this experiment. 215.2 pounds. Now, for the last 5 years of taking creatine, I've actually been taking 10 grams of creatine because that is the correct dosage for my body weight. Now, this is always what they say to take on supplement fast.
Okay, so I basically increased it to what my body actually needs. So I'm around 210 pounds. So if that's correct, then I've been taking optimal levels of creatine to my body weight. So all the years I've been taking 3 to 5 grams, it wasn't enough, apparently.
A baseline for somebody who's an average weight, but I'm 97 kilograms or around 15 pounds. And to make sure that you're getting the correct dosage for your creatine, you want to take 0.1 gram per kilogram of your body weight. So I'm 97 kilograms, so that comes out to 9.7 kilograms.
Yeah.
So I just round that up to 10 kilograms since 1 scoop is just 5 grams, so I just easily take 2 scoops. I know, easy math. Now, the hardest part about taking creatine will always be actually finding the scoop for it, so I always just grab a knife and just try to find this thing. Now, before I take my first 30-gram dosage of creatine today, I want to show you the difference between 30 grams and 5 grams of creatine. Here's where you can tell the real size comparison.
So he's doing 30? Damn. Okay. Makes sense. For some reason, I thought he would be taking 15 instead of 30. Anyway, can't wait to see what happens.
Here, now this is what the creatine looks like. Obviously, some very murky water. I ended up putting just exactly 18 ounces of water because this is a lot of creatine, and you can see it already starting to come right back to the bottom. So let's take the first 30 grams of creatine. Cheers. I can just feel the graininess like coming through my teeth there. A little bit more. Gonna add some more water. And that is the first initial 30 grams down. There are symptoms of having problems with your stool. So if this becomes a problem over the next...
That is something I definitely noticed when I started doing 10 grams for the first at least 2 weeks. Lots of bloating and lots of diarrhea. But it subsided after that 2 weeks.
24, 48 hours, 72 hours. I will be splitting this up 10 grams throughout the day instead of just 30 grams in the morning. For the first day, I'm just going to test just to see if we have any symptoms. But my kitchen literally looks like the cartel ran through it, so I'm going to do some cleaning. And I also measured my arms and upper body, which we struggled a bit doing this.
16 inches. Wow. It looks like that. It's as big as my head. Whoa, this one's 16 and you're basically 16. I feel like this is wrong. I feel like you don't do this right. You do it underneath well, if we're measuring like a bra, everyone, it goes like this. This is called your bust. I don't know.
43. Is that makeup? And of course, anything happens. Day 1, I hit back in arms. Austin, you can just now go into talking about day 1. Day 1 complete. I don't feel anything, obviously, after just day 1, but it was overall a good workout. So day 2, we're actually going to make some changes. Yesterday, I front-loaded all 30 grams in the morning on an empty stomach, but yesterday I was not able to trust a fart yesterday. So today we're going to switch things up. I'm going to take 10 grams in the morning, 10 grams in the middle of the day, and 10 grams at night. And yesterday I had all 30 grams of creatine before breakfast on an empty stomach. So today we already ate breakfast, and now we have a quick 10 grams to get down. Now for this challenge, I'm going to be drinking half of my body weight in ounces. So I'm 215 pounds. I'm just going to keep it super simple and have around 100 ounces every single day. And I'm not actually really tracking the water intake. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink. I know I drink a good amount of water throughout the day, so I'm really not worried about that. Also, again, I'm going to the bathroom, so I know if I'm dehydrated or not. I am actually somebody who is usually very hydrated, probably maybe overhydrated. So I'm going to keep those plans very simple with that. Day 2, I adjusted the amount of creatine because when you take a large amount, like 30 grams all in one, you raise the risk of upsetting your GI tract, which my toilet was an eyewitness of that.
Okay, that's what I meant.
I will be honest, after the first day of adjusting that problem, I had no bad symptoms past that. My lips started to feel really good and smooth. On the dot.
Your performance in the gym definitely goes up by far. Like, it's not even close. When I was doing my creatine on the days that I trained, I would mix creatine, baking soda, L-Citrulline, Arginine, and what else? And salt before my workout. And the pump you get is insane. Give that a try. You'll thank me later. So creatine, about 5 grams. Arginine, just 1 tablet. L-Citrulline, just 1 tablet. Baking soda, half a teaspoon. And salt. You will thank me.
Best workout. Day 2, nothing really crazy noticeable in my workout so far. See you for day 3. I just finished the first 10 grams for day 3, but I want to recap what happened on day 2 because I felt extremely better. I had no noticeable problems when it came to the bathroom because I was splitting up 30 grams throughout the day. So I did 10 grams after eating breakfast, 10 grams after eating dinner, and then 10 grams before I went to bed, and I had no noticeable problems. So gonna keep doing this throughout the entire challenge.
Nice. So that's a way to avoid it. Split it up throughout the day. Kind of wishing I watched this video when I was doing 10 grams a day for the 60 days. Maybe I would have avoided that first 2 weeks of bloating and diarrhea.
The thing I noticed is I was going to the bathroom a lot, and I definitely felt a bit more dehydrated during the workout, so I definitely had to drink a lot of water today, but I think that created a really good pump today.
Chug, chug, chug. Nice. Woo! What do you think about that, buddy? Hell yeah!
Day 3 complete. Today was a rest day, and sometimes when you take 30 grams of creatine, you forget to take all 30 grams, so I just did all 20 grams tonight at 7:30.
Damn. Okay, I'm curious. What would the results be? Let's get to it. Come on.
If there was any difference in gym performance. So today is going to be back day, and we're going to see if I ended up getting any more reps or if I feel more recovered throughout the workout. And there actually was. Each lift on my back day either got more reps or more weight added to it, and some even got more weight and reps added to it, which shocked me because it stayed consistent even onto day 5 for chest day.
So that's a very short time to be seeing that much progress. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Creatine, 5 grams is in 1 pound of steak, so I'm going to say there's probably around
5 grams in 1 pound of steak?
15 grams of creatine all in this steak right here.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do some diving in after this video to find out if that's valid.
Now, I don't know if it was because yesterday was the last day of winter and the weather broke, but I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really rejuvenated. I feel like my sleep, I feel like when I get into sleep, it's a bit deeper now. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the sun out, or maybe it's the creatine.
It's the creatine. It's the creatine. I notice major differences when I get off it. There'll be a couple of months throughout the year I'll get off it and then get back on it. And you notice major differences, especially when it comes to recovery, for sure. You notice that instantly.
Let's do some dry scooping. Solid top single of 305 pounds compared to a 285 pound bench at the beginning. Okay, I was not expecting that PR. It was really good today with a lot of energy, so I don't know what's going on. The shoulder press movement I've been stuck at for a while, and even the rear delts. The only thing that didn't improve was the post-workout push-ups that actually decreased. Okay, genuinely, that was one of the best chest workouts that I've had in a very long time. That was weird. All right, since we have unflavored creatine, I'm gonna try something since we're literally...
You do it too. So when I make my oatmeal, I mix it with protein, I make sure the oats are cooked with hot water to make it fluffy. I add protein in there, I add the fruits, dark chocolates, peanut butter, and a scoop of creatine. I may not do the entire 5 grams. I may split it up into 2 grams and put it in there. You'll thank me later.
Taking 30 grams every day. So I'm going to put these 10 grams of creatine in my cream of rice and see if we actually taste it.
Disgusting.
Oh, no.
Ew. Looks like
I mean, it's flavorless. So, it's flavorless.
look at my dinner. Versus
That looks that looks so much better. Yeah, man. Okay, day 7. Here we go. Here we go. It's crazy you can see so many differences in just a week. Imagine a year. A year of consistently taking it. Between 10 to what he's doing here. Now I'm really tempted. But not yet. I want to reverse diet my way up, if that makes sense. Add small by small each week to see what happens. I don't want to jump from 10 or from 5 all the way up to 30. Not yet.
Today is the last day of taking 30 grams of creatine every day. Let's see if we notice a difference in the gym. You can see a comparison between the days of hitting legs, and I don't know, it looks like there's a bit more lines on day 6.
Better lighting maybe. I definitely noticed some lines. Wow, jeez. I should document. I should do a documentation like this. Let me know if you'd like to see it. This would be very interesting.
The final 10 grams of this experiment.
Wow.
Now let's see what the results are tomorrow morning. The final weigh-in day.
Uh-oh.
216 pounds on the dot.
What? He gained a pound in 7 days? Was it a pound? I'm not recalling for some reason.
7 days of taking 30 grams of creatine every day. These were my results. My body weight went up 0.8 pounds with my arm.
Okay, 0.8, so almost a pound. Still. I mean, that's all the water inside the muscles, right? And people always say it as if it's something negative. Your body is made up of 67% water. So it's a good thing your body has more water, even if it is in your muscles. What? So if I do the challenge, my arms will go up to 19. That'd be awesome. I'm at the point where it will be very challenging to get bigger than I am currently. Naturally, okay? To get bigger than this, I'm gonna have to hop on stuff. I believe I'm just at the doorstep to hitting my peak. I don't see how I can get bigger. I don't see how.
also at 16 and a half.
Wow. 0.5. Wow.
It's not a steroid, so I'm not going to really feel anything when it comes to physical
7 days? Sheesh.
abilities. Will I see results in the gym? Maybe yes, and maybe I will see my biceps because water is added intramuscular. But 2, just because I don't feel anything doesn't mean that nothing. There are things still happening in my body. Again, I'm just not going to feel it. Now, did things actually happen over these last 7 days? Honestly, I think a little bit did happen. Obviously, my weight went up, my lifts went up, my arms openly got a ½ inch bigger. I don't even know. That honestly surprises me a lot.
And I saw the differences in his quads. You could see the definition on day 7 versus day 3. You see differences. You're not blind to it. I will say, could it be better lighting? I'm not sure, but you see differences. Going from 10 to 30 is a big jump. So something will happen. Something will happen.
Well, I'm actually going to bring my creatine intake from 30 grams back down to 10 grams a day because I'm just going to monitor my weight now to see when I get to full saturation, which means
That's a very interesting video. So somebody did it for me, basically. Because I was actually thinking about doing 20 grams a day for 2 weeks to about 8 weeks to see what happens. Obviously, I'm going to have to try for myself to see where it takes me personally, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you also recommend to watch Dr. Rhonda Patrick? Because so many people recommended me to watch that. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thank you so much for watching the video with me. Like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. God bless.
Metro Boomin, want some more, nigga.